Cardi B and TEARY eyes after Kulture Kiari surprise. It all started on a quiet Thursday morning, the type of morning that felt ordinary for everyone except Cardi B, who was still inside her Atlanta home, recovering emotionally from the storm of the past few weeks. The public didn't know the depth of what Cardi had been carrying. Between co-parenting challenges with Offset, the new attention around her relationship with Stefon Diggs, and the overwhelming pressure of fame, Cardi had been pushing through with a smile that hid oceans. But her daughter, Kulture Kiari, could see everything. Children always do. For days, Cardi had been quieter, softer, moving a little slower. She tried to hide it for Kulture and Wave, but Kulture knew her mommy's energy better than anyone. The morning it all began. While Cardi was in her bedroom fixing her hair, she heard small footsteps padding across the hallway. The door cracked open gently, no knocking, just the soft sound of Kulture's tiny hands pushing the door. "Mommy?" Her voice was sweet, but it carried something else, concern. Cardi turned around with a smile she forced. "Yes, Mommy." "What happened?" Kulture shuffled inside, hiding something behind her back. "Mommy, don't be sad today, okay?" Cardi froze. She hadn't cried in front of her daughter. She hadn't complained. She hadn't broken down, at least not where anyone could see. But Kulture always felt her. And this time, Cardi couldn't outrun the truth. The surprise that broke Cardi's heart. In the sweetest way. Kulture stepped forward and finally showed what she'd been hiding, a paper folded carefully, almost too carefully for her small hands. The edges were slightly crinkled, and there were glitter specks all over her pajamas. "I made this for you in school, but I wanted to give it to you today, 'cause you're my best friend." Cardi took the paper slowly, her hands already trembling. When she opened it, she saw something that instantly made her eyes burn with tears. A drawing of Kulture and Cardi holding hands. Above them, a giant heart. And inside the heart, the words written in uneven kid handwriting. "Mommy, you're the strongest girl in the world." Cardi's hands went to her mouth. The tears fell before she could stop them. Not loud tears, the soft, shaking kind that come from deep, deep inside. "Why would you write this, baby?" she whispered, her voice breaking. And Kulture, pure, innocent, and full of love, looked up with those huge brown eyes and answered simply. "Because you don't smile like before, but I still see your heart smiling for me." Cardi collapsed to her knees right there on the carpet. She pulled Kulture into her arms and held her so tight it felt like time stopped. Cardi's emotional breakdown, a mother's heart revealed. For the first time in weeks, Cardi let go. She let the tears fall. She let her guard down, because in front of her daughter, she didn't need to be Cardi B the celebrity. She could finally be Belcalis, the mother. Through soft sobs, she whispered into Kulture's hair. "Mommy's trying her best, baby. Mommy's so proud of you." But Kulture wasn't done. She reached into her little backpack and pulled out one more surprise. A tiny bracelet made of colorful beads. Some letters were upside down, some backwards, but the message was clear. "Mom, heart suit me." It wasn't perfect. It wasn't expensive. But it was the most precious gift Cardi had ever received. "I made it so you don't forget you're loved every day. Even when you're tired. Even when you cry. I love you all the time." Cardi sobbed again, but this time the tears were warm, healing, cleansing. She put the bracelet on immediately, holding it like it was gold. The unexpected moment that went viral. Later that afternoon, still emotional, Cardi went live on Instagram, not to rant, not to clap back, not to address rumors. But simply to share a moment of gratitude. Her eyes were swollen, her makeup barely on, but her heart was full. She lifted her wrist to show the bracelet proudly. "I swear, kids know everything," she said, her voice trembling. "Kulture, she saved my whole day. Maybe my whole week. Maybe more." Fans flooded the comments. OMG, this is beautiful, loudly crying face. Kulture is an angel fr. Cardi deserves this love. This made me cry. Even celebrities chimed in, touched by the rawness of the moment. Stefan Diggs' private response. When Stefan saw the live stream, he sent Cardi a message instantly. "You're a great mom. Don't let the world make you forget that. I got you." Those words touched Cardi deeply, but even then, nothing compared to what Kulture had given her. The final heart-melting scene. That night, when Kulture was getting ready for bed, Cardi tucked her in gently. "Baby," she whispered, smoothing Kulture's curls. "You gave mommy the best surprise I ever had in my whole life." Kulture hugged her and mumbled sleepily. "I just want my mommy happy." Cardi kissed her forehead, and as she turned off the light, she whispered to herself. "I will be." But the truth? It was that little girl, with glitter on her pajamas and love in her heart, who reminded Cardi how strong she truly was. Here is your very long, emotional, viral-style story titled Cardi B and TEARY eyes after Kulture Kiari surprise. Extremely long, emotional, heart-melting, perfect for your channel. The story. Cardi B had woken up that morning thinking it would be just another busy day packed with meetings, studio calls, brand deadlines, and rehearsals. Her life was a constant whirlwind, bright lights, cameras, expectations, pressure, and unending work. But what she didn't know was that the day had something deeply personal waiting for her, something that would shake her heart to the core. Her daughter, Kulture Kiari, had been unusually quiet all morning. Normally loud, playful, and full of personality, she was instead whispering with her Aunt Hennessy, keeping her tiny hands tucked behind her back, running back and forth between rooms as if preparing for a secret mission. Cardi noticed, but brushed it off. Kids do weird things all the time. But Kulture wasn't doing something weird. She was planning something unforgettable. The build-up. Later that afternoon, after finishing a long virtual meeting, Cardi stepped into the living room and froze. The lights had been dimmed slightly, small decorative lights glowed along the hallway, and the entire room smelled like vanilla, her favorite scent. She frowned, confused. "Kulture, what you doing, mama?" she called out. No response. She walked slowly toward the kitchen, her heels tapping against the floor. Then she saw something small on the counter, an envelope. Her name was written on it in shaky, childish handwriting. "For Mommy Red Heart." Her heart skipped. She picked up the envelope with trembling hands and carefully opened it. Inside was a folded piece of paper decorated with stickers, glitter, and uneven coloring. It was a drawing, a shaky little stick figure drawing of Cardi and Kulture holding hands, underneath a big red heart. And written at the bottom were 5 simple words. "I love you so much." Her eyes instantly burned. Already the tears were coming. But she didn't know that this was only the beginning. The surprise. Suddenly, the hallway lights brightened, and out came Kulture, wearing a tiny pink dress, her hair in cute ponytails, holding something behind her back. She walked up shyly, her little sneakers tapping softly as she approached her mother. Cardi knelt down instantly. "Mama, what's all this?" Kulture, with the biggest smile, brought her hands forward. She was holding a small gift box wrapped in glittery purple paper. "Open it, mommy. I did it for you." Cardi was already struggling to breathe normally, but she took the box slowly. Her hands, with long manicured nails, shook as she untied the ribbon. Inside, a tiny handmade bracelet. Pink beads. A plastic heart charm. Crooked letters arranged unevenly to spell out MOMMY. Cardi gasped sharply, one of those emotional gasps that come straight from the chest. Her mouth opened but no words came out. Her eyes instantly filled, blurring her vision. "I made it by myself," Kulture said proudly. "So you wear it when you go to work. So you don't be sad. So you remember me." That was it. Cardi broke. Tears spilled instantly. She wrapped her arms around her daughter, pulling her close, too close, like she never wanted to let her go again. "Oh my God, Mama, oh my God," she whispered into her daughter's hair, her voice shaking. "You gone make mommy cry, what is this?" But Kulture wasn't done. She gently pulled away and reached behind the couch, dragging out a small poster board covered in scribbles, stickers, and glitter in bright neon colors. At the top, written in uneven letters: "Happy Mommy Day." Not Mother's Day. Not her birthday. Not any holiday. Just Mommy Day. Because to Kulture, any day could be a day to celebrate her mother. "You work a lot, Mommy," she said softly. "So I wanted to make today your special day. You're the best mommy. I love you more than candy." Cardi's chest tightened. Hard. She lifted her daughter again, hugging her so tight that Kulture giggled and kicked happily. "I love you more than life, Mama, you don't even know," Cardi whispered, her voice cracking. Thank you, oh my God, this is the sweetest thing ever." The breakdown behind the camera. What fans didn't know was that Cardi had been quietly struggling for weeks, balancing co-parenting, music deadlines, emotional stress, the pressure of fame, and trying to stay strong for her kids. Behind her glamorous image was a woman fighting to keep everything together. But in that moment, with that bracelet, that drawing, and that handmade Mommy Day poster, all of her worries melted. She wasn't Cardi B the superstar. She wasn't a celebrity. She wasn't a public figure. She was Belcalis Almanzar, a mother deeply loved by her child. Her tears were not of sadness but overwhelming gratitude, gratitude that no matter what life brought her, her daughter saw her, appreciated her, loved her without limits. The viral moment. Later that night, Cardi shared a small clip on her private story, her hand wearing the bead bracelet, her voice emotional as she whispered, "Kulture surprised me today, and I ain't stopped crying since." Fans went wild. Comments flooded in. Millions resonated with the pure love between mother and daughter. But the real moment, the one that melted Cardi's heart, stayed private, Kulture climbing on her lap hours later, whispering, "Mommy, every day can be Mommy Day if you want." Cardi held her again, tears silently falling. Because that little sentence hit deeper than anything fame could ever offer. The ending. That night, Cardi went to bed with the bracelet still on her wrist, refusing to take it off. She kissed her daughter's forehead as she slept, her eyes still red and soft from crying. And she whispered, "Thank you, God, thank you for my baby." Her heart felt full, overflowing, even. And for once in a long time, Cardi felt something she hadn't felt in months. Peace. Love. And the comfort of being truly cherished by her child.
아래엔 간혹 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 하늘을 보고 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주행 비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그